Fame can introduce a man to the world, but family is what introduces the man to himself. Behind the calm confidence, the quiet authority, and the grounded personality of Dingdong Dantes is a family story that doesn't chase headlines, but quietly explains everything about who he became. This isn't about spotlight moments. This is about roots, values, and the people who shaped a star long before the world knew his name. Family background, where identity begins. Dingdong Dantes was born Jose Sixto Rafael Gonzalez Dantes III on August 2, 1980, in the Philippines, into a family that valued discipline, respect, and strong moral grounding. Unlike many celebrity narratives filled with chaos or controversy, his upbringing was stable, structured, and deeply rooted in Filipino family traditions, where elders are respected, humility is expected, and character is everything. And that foundation, it would later become his greatest strength in an unpredictable industry. Father, Jose Sixto Dodoy Dantes Sr., the architect of discipline. Dingdong's father, Jose Sixto Dantes Sr., played a defining role in shaping his mindset. He wasn't a public figure, but in Dingdong's life, he was authority, structure, and direction. Described as firm and principled, his father believed in order and discipline, accountability for one's actions, earning success, not expecting it. He didn't raise his children to depend on fame or privilege. He raised them to be prepared for life. This influence is clearly visible in Dingdong's personality today. His composed demeanor in interviews, his professionalism on set, his ability to lead without arrogance. That quiet strength, it's inherited. Mother, Angie Gonzalez Dantes. The heart behind the strength. If his father shaped his discipline, his mother shaped his humanity. Angeline Dantes brought emotional balance into the household. She was nurturing, supportive, and deeply involved in her children's lives, especially as Dingdong entered show business at a young age. The entertainment world can be overwhelming, especially for a child, but she became his emotional anchor. From her, Dingdong learned kindness and empathy, emotional awareness, grace under pressure. She ensured that while he was growing in fame, he never lost his sense of self. And that's why, even at the height of his success, Dingdong carries himself with humility. Because behind the actor, there's a mother who taught him how to stay human. Siblings, the private side of a public life. Dingdong grew up with siblings, but unlike him, they chose lives away from the entertainment industry. And that contrast is important. While Dingdong became a public figure, his siblings remained part of a more private, grounded world, giving him a sense of normalcy that many celebrities lose. Brother, a life away from the spotlight. He has a younger brother who has deliberately stayed out of show business. There are no flashing cameras, no public narratives, just a quiet, personal life. And that matters, because it gave Dingdong something rare. A safe space away from fame, a place where he could simply be a brother, not a celebrity. Sister, privacy over publicity. Dingdong also has a sister who has maintained a low profile, choosing privacy over visibility. This decision reflects the family's overall values. Not everything needs to be public. Not every life needs applause. While Dingdong carried the family name into the spotlight, his siblings preserved its quiet dignity. The family dynamic. Balance, not pressure. What makes the Dantes family unique isn't fame, it's balance. There was no overwhelming pressure to become a star. No forced path into entertainment. Instead, there was support without control, guidance without restriction, love without conditions. This allowed Dingdong to pursue showbiz naturally, without losing his identity in the process. Values that translated into success. Everything Dingdong became can be traced back to what he learned at home. Core values instilled by his family. Discipline seen in his long, consistent career. Humility despite fame and success. Respect in how he treats colleagues and fans. Responsibility later reflected in his public service role. Even his decision to serve as Commissioner at Large of the National Youth Commission reflects those early teachings. Because leadership doesn't start in government. It starts at home. The real story, why his family still defines him. In an industry where fame can easily distort identity, Dingdong Dantes remains remarkably grounded. And the reason is simple. He never built his life on fame. He built it on family. The cameras may capture his performances. Awards may recognize his talent. But the consistency, the discipline, the integrity, those were shaped long before the spotlight ever found him. Legacy behind the legacy. Every great man carries a story that the world doesn't fully see. For Dingdong Dantes, that story begins at home, with a father who taught him strength, a mother who taught him heart, and siblings who reminded him to stay real. Because at the end of the day, the star the world sees is powerful, but the foundation behind him, that's what makes him unforgettable.